If you're not manifesting what you want to make sure you're being clear about what you're asking for. What are your desires? Because the universe is just taking the order, direction from you. You're the instructor. And so you want to make sure you're giving the proper, correct instructions with clarity, or else it doesn't know how to give it to you. It doesn't know what you're asking for. This is the point where you want to pause and reflect. What are you actually asking the universe for? What is it that you're desiring? What is it you're really thinking and feeling throughout the day? Where is your attention going? Because when it comes to manifesting, it's all about clarity. Clarity in what you want, intention in what you want, knowing exactly what it is you're going after, and being focused on creating that. You almost become like obsessive with it. This is what I want. This is what I'm desiring. You think about it. You feel it to be true. You're living in that reality. And when you're stuck, you've lost clarity. You're no longer fixated and focused on what you want. Maybe you're stuck in doubt. Maybe you're questioning. Maybe you just feel so frustrated that you don't have it yet. So to get clear on what you want, start making that list. Start making that order. Think of it like ordering a pizza. If you just say, I want a pizza to the universe, I want a pizza. And the universe says, okay, here's a pizza. And it's just crust. You're like, what is this? This isn't what I wanted. I want a pizza with sauce and cheese. And then the universe was like, oh, well, you didn't say that. You just said pizza. Universe is the waiter, taking your order. And so you need to give clear instructions on what it is you want. And sometimes you only know by experiencing. Sometimes you get what you want and you go, oh, actually, this isn't really what I want. What I'm realizing is I want this now. And so you have to change your order. And that's normal too. But when you're not actually putting in an order, or you're being vague with what you want, the universe doesn't really know how to deliver it to you. So are you putting your order in at the restaurant of the universe for what it is you want? Think about what you're actually wanting and desiring. Clarity is power. Be specific and aligned with what it is you want. When you're in that moment of feeling stuck and frustrated, it's not coming, it's not here, I don't know what to do next, I don't know where my life is heading, I don't really understand why this is happening to me. And if you find yourself complaining, not liking the life that you have, feeling like it's someone else's fault or nothing ever works out for me, you're in this negative space. It's almost like victim mode. You don't feel like you're in control and you're blaming and complaining. This is where you want to take responsibility for your part in creating the life that you have. Everything you're experiencing came from your inner beliefs, came from your inner desires. Maybe you weren't being intentional with what you want. And if you're just leaving it up to the universe to guess, you're not giving it that clarity it needs to provide to give you what you want. Or maybe you're changing your order so often that you're giving mixed signals. Maybe you keep saying, well, actually I want this. No, I want this. And I think I want that. The universe gets lost. It doesn't understand the message. So if you've been trying to manifest something and it's not showing up, start to look at your order. Start to look at what you're asking for. What is your intention? Where are your thoughts and your feelings and beliefs at? Do they actually align with what it is you want? Or are you vague? Are you just waiting for something to happen without actually giving instructions, without actually putting in the right order? Start to look at that list and know that you deserve it. Know that it's possible. Feel like it's happening for you. And you can look for previous examples of something maybe you wanted before and you got it because you were clear with what it is you wanted. You focused on it. There's proof there now that you can see. It's like when you order from Amazon. If you put your order in, you pretty much know 99.9% of the time it's going to show up. You're going to get whatever it is you asked for. And that ability to trust that what you're asking for will come to you. All you have to do is patiently wait. That is the hardest part of manifesting. And the universe doesn't judge your order. It just takes the order and delivers. You're the one that's judging it. You're the one that's saying, maybe it's not possible for me. Maybe this order doesn't really belong to me. Maybe it's for someone else. Maybe you don't feel worthy of what it is you're asking for. So you're not really asking for it with your full heart and intention. And I hope that this video was helpful and that you have a beautiful day. And I'll see you in the next video.